What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Deconstructing Narcissism. I just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind. Do you guys remember when you just couldn't wait to leave your narcissistic parents' house? You were just like, I can't wait till I grow up and I get to become an adult and I move out and this and that, and I won't have to listen to you guys, and I'll have adult responsibilities, but I'll also have adult privileges, right? I'll be able to, I'll have power, right? I'll have power. I'll have a decent job and a decent amount of money, and I won't have to listen to anybody, and life will just, it won't be great. I won't be living in luxury. I'm not gonna, but I'll have the means and the options to move out, and I won't have to ever, as long as I study and I work hard, I won't have to struggle anymore, and this and that. And you guys remember that? Because I do. I remember growing up and thinking, as soon as I leave my narcissistic parents' house, excuse me, these cars are coming way too close to my car. As soon as I leave my narcissistic parents' house, I'll be totally fine. I'll have money. I won't ever have to rely on anybody or anything again. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong after that pandemic. After that pandemic, boy, was I wrong. And it just got me thinking how society, in a way, society already goes through certain types of narcissistic abuse. Whether, even if they didn't have narcissistic parents per se, society, our generations, especially Millennials and Gen Z, we already go through we have already been through narcissistic abuse with our parents, right? Everybody on this channel has. But the ones that haven't, in general, already go through some form of narcissistic abuse and gaslighting. Because in this day and age, and this is going to be an upcoming video, by the way. Upcoming video, sneak peek, I should say, about a couple of Fox News hosts talking about how Gen Z would rather just live in mom's basement and play video games and not pay rent. But that's an upcoming video, like I said. So, we're gaslit. Millennials and Gen Z, even the ones that don't have narcissistic parents, are gaslit by their parents. Even if it's well-intentioned, they're gaslit by society. They're gaslit by their teachers. Into believing that it wasn't, into believing essentially that it was always like this, that men of generations past didn't have any of these privileges, that it wasn't normal. It wasn't normal to own a house. It wasn't normal to have families and to have kids. It wasn't normal to, and you guys know my stance on kids. For the people who do want kids, I'm referring to, it wasn't normal to be able to afford decent things as long as you were working a decent job, you had a decent 9 to 5, and if you had a college degree, then you were living large. You were living large. You were living large. 50s, 60s, 70s, even early 80s, you were doing well. But as the 90s and the 2000s, and especially the 2010s approached, that dream, that American dream that we always used to have, that those opportunities that men always used to have, started going away rapidly, right? Manufacturing jobs started going overseas, jobs started getting replaced with technology, and now, of course, in 2025, we're seeing jobs being replaced rapidly by AI. This AI thing just exploded within the last 3 to 5 years, like exponential growth. And I keep seeing everywhere, it's like, I keep seeing, and it's just the same morons, just gaslighting society, gaslighting people into believing that they just need to work for less. It's like, it's just, at this point, it's like a mental illness. It's like these people that think this way, that we just need to continually work for less and less and less, are mentally ill. They're mentally ill. They've been brainwashed beyond repair, in my personal opinion, by society into believing that we should just work for the sake of working. We should take pride in our work, and we should work for the sake of nothing. We shouldn't be getting anything out of work. We should work for these companies because that's what life about. That's what life's about, is what everybody says. It's like, who are you to say what life's about? Who are you to say what life's about? People just say, they say these ridiculous phrases, these ridiculous things. Well, that's just life. You just got to deal with it, and this and that. It's like, what? Are you the arbiter of life? Right? Do you get to decide what's life, what is life, and what's not life? You get to decide how we live and what life is, and this isn't life. This isn't life. You're alive, but you're not living life. And this is more so common than ever. This is more common than ever before. This is more how should I say it? More relevant than it ever has been before. We're not living life anymore. We're simply existing. We're simply struggling to stay afloat, to survive. I mean, I see more poor people every day. And I see more people struggling every day. And it's just, we were sold a lie. Not only we were sold a lie, millennials and Gen Z, but we were sold a lie and then some. We were sold a lie and then some. Because not only can we not afford that American dream, we don't even get the bare basic necessities given to us after working full-time 40 plus hours a week. We don't even get that. We don't even get an apartment. We don't even get a one-bedroom apartment. We don't get anything. We don't get a decent vehicle. We don't get to eat decent food. We don't get anything for the hours we put in, for the work we do. These companies know that they can exploit us endlessly. If they found a way, ever since they found a way, they realized back then, and even more so now, that we're at their mercy practically with these companies. We don't have to, they don't have to pay us anything. They don't have to give us benefits for anything. It's like they're practically at our mercy. The only time that we had any actual say in, our benefits, how much we were getting paid, and the kind of hours we wanted to work, the kind of work conditions we wanted to have, was back when COVID, back when we were called essential workers. Now, you guys all remember when we were called essential workers. What a load of shit that was. But I just find it so funny, and I find it so depressing how we were lied. They lied to us. Boomers lied to us straight to our face. Society lied to us straight to our face about the American dream, and they lied to us about the American dream. And not only that, they failed to mention that we were going to be born into a future where we wouldn't even be able to meet a bare basic standard of living. This is the kind of future that we didn't know we were going into. This is the kind of life none of us knew we were going to have. Maybe some of us, but most of us were blindsided. Most of us were blindsided. We were blindsided by COVID. We were blindsided by hyperinflation. We had no idea that we were going to be the working poor class. Not only the working poor class, but the working, just struggling to even live another day class. I mean, the amount of food today that people can fill up in the refrigerator, the amount of food that I can fill up in my refrigerator, the whole thing is empty. And I don't buy anything. I buy the most basic of the basic shit. You guys have seen my grocery cart. It's eggs on occasion now because of how expensive eggs are. It's ground beef, ground turkey. That's it. And some carbohydrates and some minute, maybe some canned tuna, some pasta. some frozen vegetables, never fresh, frozen vegetables. I'm not even talking about fresh food at any fancy, high-end store like Whole Foods or Costco or anything. I'm not talking about any fresh fruit, anything like that. No organic nor nothing. I'm talking about bare basic bones, minimum frozen vegetables at Walmart. The occasional bag of frozen fruit at Walmart, which is $10 fucking for a 2-3 pound bag, by the way, where I live. So it's just like, again, the social contract has been broken, and society just does not want to let up. They want to continue bagging on Gen Z. They want to continue bagging on millennials. They want to continue telling us it's our fault. Turn the blame on us. Tell us that we're selfish, that we're narcissistic, that we're lazy, that we don't want to grow up. All of these things, all these lies that are not true, because we don't want to work for 5 to 10 times less than what our parents got, than what our grandparents got even back then. We don't want to do it. We don't want to work for money that's not worth anything. We don't want to slave away for rent that we can't pay for. We don't want to slave away for food that doesn't even taste good anymore. That's not even half as good as it used to taste. And that's another thing. The food just is garbage. It does not taste good anymore. It does not taste good from the restaurants anymore. And I haven't been to the restaurant in forever, but I'm talking a year and a half back. It doesn't taste good anymore. Whatever kind of ingredients they used to put in the food, and even in the food in the stores and the restaurant, the quality is down. It's dipped. It's dead. It's bamboozled. It's drastically lower than it used to be. They're putting all these new preservatives and these new food colorings and cornstarch and whatever, maple syrup, whatever, what fucking ever they're putting in it. I don't know. Poison, because half the ingredients that are listed on the back of the bottles and the back of potato chips and the back of your food at your grocery store at Walmart or Target is toxic. These ingredients are banned in other countries. Candy is banned in other candy like Skittles is banned in other countries because it's that toxic. Because the dyes that are in Skittles and candy is that toxic for you. It's literally banned in other countries. And yet they feed it to us. They feed this food to us. Even if you don't eat the candy, they feed this garbage food to you. They feed you this poison with chemtrails and pesticides and this and that. And you wonder why you have all these mood swings. You wonder why people are fucking flipping out, because it's the food, it's the fluoride. That's another thing. There's the fluoride in the water. It's all these things, okay? And I'm sorry, I kind of got off on a tangent, but back to what I was saying with Gen Z and millennials, okay? We don't have the privileges anymore. Or we don't have the rights, I should say, anymore. We don't have the I should say privileges. I should say we're not allowed to do it. We're adults. We're kids in adult bodies because we're not allowed to grow up. Society is telling us we're not allowed to grow up. Society is telling us that our paychecks are not worth anything. Our paychecks we don't deserve to be able to buy anything with our paychecks. We don't deserve to even have shelter for contributing 40, 50 plus hours at a job. We don't even deserve an apartment. That's what these landlords are saying. That's what these billionaire corporations are telling you every single time they up and up and up and up and up and up the price, and they know you can't afford the food anymore. That's what these corporations are saying every time you look at your paycheck and you realize how small it is. That's what the government's saying every single time you look at your paycheck and you realize there's more taxes coming out of your paycheck again this year. That's what society is telling you as a whole, is you don't deserve to live, Gen Z. You don't deserve to live, millennials. Yeah, you have the you better buckle up and get down to work and do all the adult responsibilities that society requires of you, right? That society requires of you for absolutely nothing. For not even bare fuck minimum. And it's absolutely pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. And again, I can't applaud Gen Z enough for just not dealing with this bullshit anymore, for putting their foot down with this bullshit and saying enough's enough. Like, enough's enough with this bullshit. We've had enough. It doesn't work anymore. The shaming does not work anymore. The shaming does not work anymore. Society is not taking this anymore. We're not taking this anymore as Gen Z and Millennial. We're done with it. The shaming, there was a point where it used to work, and unfortunately there are always still going to be these dickheads and these assholes who are still going to shame us and say, you just need to poke it down and get to work hard, you think life's easy. It's not that we think life is easy. We understand that we need to earn things. But when you call this a first world country, the government calls it, when you call it a first world country, when America is called a first world country, but it has third world living conditions, it's a lie. It's a flat out lie. It's a flat out lie. Okay? It is. And it's bullshit. I'm tired of it. The shaming isn't working anymore for Gen Z. The shaming isn't working anymore for Millennials. We're tired of the hoorah, go America, blah, 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 bullshit. 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 Gen Z is done with the gaslighting. I'm done with the gaslighting. I'm done with it. I'm done with the whole fucking American spirit, work hard, blah, blah, blah. Then you can afford the American bullshit. There is no American dream anymore. You can't dangle the non-existent carrot in front of us anymore. There is no fucking American dream. The boomers fucking squashed it. They had their dream. They left us the bill. There is no dream anymore. There's only debt, there's only poverty, and there's only living with roommates and eating shit food. That's all that's left. What's left? You can't do anything without getting into debt in this country. You can't do anything. You want to go to school? Debt. You want a new car? You want a new car? Not even a new car. You want a used car? Debt. You want to start a business? Debt. You want to go to a fancy restaurant? Debt, because of how expensive food is now. Everything. You want to upgrade your house? Most likely debt, because you're not going to be able to afford it because everything's so expensive. Again, you want a house to begin with, debt. Pay your rent, even if you can't afford a rent. Even if you can afford rent, you're probably eventually going to get into debt paying the rent, because the landlord's going to keep upping the price every 3 to 6 months on your rent, and eventually you're going to fall behind. So you better figure out a way to make more money, either at your job or somewhere else, because if you don't, you better have a credit card, because then you're going to be paying all that on your credit card, and then hopefully, again, you got to have more income because you're paying more in rent and you're paying it on your credit card, so you got to increase more income to pay off the credit card debt, because you got to put some of the rent on your credit card debt, because now you can't afford the rent because the landlord keeps raising it every fucking 3 months. America is a pile of shit. America, this ooh-rah-rah spirit, people are done with it. I can see it around everywhere. People are done with the American spirit. Okay? Because there is no spirit in America anymore. Alright? People don't have the energy. People don't have the time. People don't have the means. They don't have the means. Most people, I don't even know who's anybody I know personally who's celebrating 4th of July anymore. What's to celebrate? What's to celebrate? Fireworks are expensive anyway. Like, it's just nothing is good here anymore. It's just all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. You work your life away for nothing. You work your life away for nothing. And they want you to be proud of the fact that you're an American. They want you to be proud of the fact that you're getting nothing here. They want you to be proud of the fact that you're making the rich richer and you're getting absolutely dirt poor. Every passing day, you're getting more dirt poor. Driving your shit car, eating your shit food, living with multiple roommates. It's bullshit. It is bullshit. So again, Gen Z, I applaud you. Don't let these boomer bastards shame you. Don't let society shame you. Don't let your generation gaslight you and shame you into believing you're not working hard enough. Because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. We are adults. Excuse me. We are essentially children living in adults' bodies because we have none of the privileges of adults and all the responsibilities of being adults. So, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Another rant video. Had to do it because I'm so sick of people telling me that I'm not working hard. I'm so sick of people telling me at work, just go faster, go faster, go faster, blah, 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 go faster. That motivation shit doesn't work if I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm not a 10-year-old anymore. I'm a 32-year-old adult. I need money. I need money. Not pizza parties. Not fake money. I need money. People aren't going to be motivated at work if they don't have anything to be motivated about. They don't. If the money keeps losing value faster than you can make it, there's nothing. You can't be motivated. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. And I swear, I think of these rant videos on the fly. They're all unedited, all unscripted. I just have a lot to rant about. Again, I hope you liked the video. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.